Okay, welcome to space. All right, folks, we are back again for the Friday night in the studio. Seems like tonight, though, we're in space. Hope everybody is doing well out there. And everything is good here in Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee's spiking again, which does not make me happy. But we'll get through it. We will get through it. So this picture that I have up here, folks, this is Neo-wise from the other night, and I took this with my 5D Mark III, and I had to push it pretty hard to get that photo, but I'm pretty happy with it. And I am also probably going to be selling some of this photo. If anybody's interested, just let me know. I'll be printing on metal, 20 by 20. And so I hope you get a chance to see Neo-wise while she's out there. All right. So this is me. That's you. We're listening to a little music right now, also from the New Gurus. This is a group that I started this year during the pandemic, and we've been doing some recording, we've been doing some videos also, and we'll be releasing some of that music soon. Not exactly sure when, but it's Emmanuel Etcham on the trumpet. He's playing a little solo right now for you, and Jay White on the bass, David Rogers on the keyboards, and the one and only Jordan Perlson on the drums. And so it's a lot of fun. The band's a lot of fun to play with. And oops, I just shut it off. I was going to do a little board fade for you. You know, I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, a little board fade. Okay. Get my DJ on. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I've been busy in the studio this week, and you know, just working on lots of stuff. I've been doing some solo work, and whoops, sorry, that was too loud there. Doing some solo work and working on some stuff for other folks. So yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. Trying to stay away from people for the most part, and I've been doing a little bit of rehearsing up here, social distancing while we keep the trio at bay. I'm over here, and drummers over there, and bass players back there. So it's been fun. Been writing some music and hanging out. And so, yeah, I'm excited to be back here tonight with y'all for a little bit and play some music. I was thinking that the first thing I'm going to do, so I've got two mics set up again tonight. And I was thinking that maybe the first thing I will do is play this solo flute piece for you that I wrote a while back. 15 years to be exact, and 8/05, August of 05. So it's been almost exactly 15 years. And speaking of flute stuff, I'm actually in the middle of writing a flute book that I've just finished all the etudes for. It's an improvisational solo book, and so it's me playing solos, and I went back and transcribed them. And so they're going to be in a book form. There's 10 of them. It's going to be 10 improvisational flute etudes by yours truly. And I'm pretty excited about it. I've been working on the artwork. I've also been writing a second book during the lockdown, dealing with improvisation and how to teach it. So I'm very excited about that also. I will keep you posted on all of that. I want to say hi to our fans in West Palm Beach also, the Dave Matthews fans down in West Palm Beach. And for those of you that usually come down to West Palm Beach, sorry we're not down there, of course. But I appreciate everybody tuning in that's would have otherwise been down to West Palm Beach. We love going down there. It's a beautiful place. It's usually really hot. My friend Mama Julie's usually down there. She makes some incredible Thai food for us. I think it's called the Oriental Takeout and Market right there in West Palm Beach. And if you haven't checked it out, it is the best Thai food that I have ever had. It's fantastic. Go over in there and see Mama Julie and tell her I sent you. So I'm going to play this tune for you, and I'm going to record it, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to mute this mic right here, and then I will use this mic right here. Give me 1 second to do that. It's a one-man operation, folks, doing the best I can. Hey, if you have any questions also, go ahead and put them into the comments section, and I will do what I can to get to some of those. I want to let you know also that we do take donations here for local Nashville musicians. The website is itastudiostreams.com. The studio is called Into the Air, and it's itastudiostreams.com. And there's a PayPal link there. No amount is too small. No amount is too large. And all that money, 100% of that money, will go to Nashville musicians who are out of work. And I will have raised over $10,000 at this point. And so let's keep it going. A lot of folks out of work. We're going to be the last people to go back to work also. So every little bit you donate helps, and I appreciate it very, very much. So thank you for that. And let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm going to play that tune now, this flute piece for you. Hang tight. Okay, so again, this is a piece that I wrote about 15 years ago, and let's see, I'm going to turn a little bit here so you don't feel like I'm facing away from you. And I hope it's light enough for me to see all the notes. If I make any mistakes, well, you won't know because you've never heard it before. All right, that's probably okay there. I'm going to check and make sure that I am in the right position, which I think that I am. And all right, here we go. Okay, so that is one of the solo flute pieces, and hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed playing it for you. I'm not sure if I've ever actually played that for anybody before. So you guys are the first people, and so hope it sounded all right. I was thinking that I would play another piece, not on flute, but on soprano saxophone. And I love the soprano. It's a beautiful instrument. I'm going to show it to you here in a second as I get the Pro Tools session all lined up here. And let's see. Yeah, it's a tune called Come On Up. And it's a tune that I wrote a little while back. It's from a play-along book that I wrote here. And you can get this at jeffcoffin.com. There's links for all my stuff at my website. And it's pretty cool. There's a rhythm section that goes along with it. There's PDFs. There's an ebook. There's a print on demand, which is this. There's also PDFs that you can download. And there's MP3s. There's 11 tunes and a bunch of different tracks. And it's a lot of fun. The rhythm section is Future Man, Roy Wooten from the Flecktones, and Felix Pastorius on the electric bass, Bill Fanning on the trumpet, and Chris Walters on the keys. And so this tune was written whoops, making a bunch of extraneous noise over here. This tune was written a while back, and it's kind of funky. Got a little second line New Orleans kind of ish thing to it, but it's quirky. And so when I have sessions when we used to have sessions up here, I would just open up the garage door halfway when I knew people were coming, because we would have anywhere from 3 or 4 people upwards of like 15 folks coming up here to play some music. And so I would just leave it open. I'd just say, come on up. So this is one of the tunes I wrote for those sessions, and it's entitled Come On Up. So I'm going to play that for you now, and I hope you like it. I think it's got a couple of choruses of solo. I think there's a melody, 2 choruses of solo, and then a melody again. And again, this is the book. Some artwork that I did, also some line drawing stuff. And, I told you I'd show you the soprano as well. So this is a Yamaha 82Z soprano. The body has no lacquer on it, as you might be able to tell. The keys do have lacquer. That's why they're shiny. And this is a fantastic, fantastic instrument. I handpicked this from a number of horns, and it's got a great sound. Right. So, yeah, I'm going to play this tune for you now, and hope it sounds good. Okay. I think I'm good to go here. Yeah. All right, I'm going to mute this so that you're not getting double sound. We can't have that. Okay, I'll be playing out of this microphone right here with the reverb.
One, two, 1, 2,
Okay, that was Come On Up, and again, that was from the Play Along record, or the Play Along series, rather, and it's a fun tune to play. It's got a little kind of Thelonious Monk vibe to it, and a little bit of a New Orleans thing, and there's a little blues in there, and there's some cool harmonic stuff in the bridge, some whole tone, augmented chords, and that kind of thing. Whoops. Right. So, all right. Like I said, this is a one-man operation. Mistakes are bound to be made. And so anyway, so I recorded that, and maybe what I'll do is I'll release that for 48 hours for free. I'm going to show you Pro Tools here. I do this every now and again so people can kind of see what the process is. Okay. So that big section right there in the middle is what I just recorded. And the track is up here, so I'm going to solo the track so you can just hear only the track. All right.
1, 2, 1, 2,
It's Future Man. You can hear him breathing in time. Check it out. I want you to hear this. This is actually really cool. I'm going to turn that track up so you can hear it, but you can hear him breathing in time because he's playing around the melody. Check it out.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Yeah, then he kind of goes into time from there. Right? And so then I'm just going to play just the melody now. That's right, Belinda, that was quite peppy. That's true. It's a peppy tune. Okay, and so now I also did a harmony part earlier because there's a harmony part, and that is this. Right, and so let's listen to just the two sopranos. So you can hear the melody, which is here, and the harmony, which is just below it here. Here we go. Right? Okay, and then let's put the whole thing together. So you can hear it one more time, just the beginning of it here.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Yeah, so on and so forth. So anyways, that's what it looks like. And if I'll show you this too, that this is obviously a digital representation of music. And if I close in on this, you'll be able to start to see. I'll get to a larger section here. You will be able to start to see what music kind of looks like. Also, I'm going to play you just this phrase. One more time. So you can actually see the architecture of it also, which is pretty cool. And if you continue to close in, closer, here we go. Going down the rabbit hole. Right? So you start to see that we start to look at waves, right? Closer. And this is as close as I can get. And so if you move along, I'm going from right to left. Let me go left to right. Okay, you see that it kind of has a gentle rolling motion to it. That's a digital representation of a sound wave. All right, you can never quite get to it because we're just using zeros and ones. And but that's what it looks like. And so when I do editing, that kind of thing, sometimes I have to get into the minutia so that I can line stuff up and make it sound good. So that's kind of that. And I think what I will do is maybe do a little mix down on that tonight and send it out to you folks for the next 24 or 48 hours. What I'm going to pull up now is a very cool session from a couple years back, actually. And it's a good friend of mine named Sori Diabati, who is a really amazing musician out of Africa. He plays what's called a balafone. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of this online, which I'm sure that I can do. Balafone, Sori Diabati. And see if I can find some images of him. Yeah, there he is. And, okay. It's actually a picture of him in my studio here. This is a picture that my friend Michael Weintraub took. Show this to you here. So that is the balafone, and that is Sori Diabati. Okay, it's an incredible instrument, and it's basically a marimba or a xylophone, handmade out of I'm not sure what kind of wood it is, but the mallets, if you can see them, have a rubber tip on them, and it's an incredible sound. Speaking of Michael Weintraub, also, he is doing something called Instrument Head Live, and there is a show coming up next week, day after my birthday. Actually, my birthday's August 5th. Thanks, Mom. I think you're on here checking it out. I love you. Thank you for being here. And on the 6th of August, we are doing this show right here. I'm going to show this to you. Okay. Jennifer Hartswick, Chris Myers, and myself are kind of the lead compadres here. Jennifer Hartswick from Trey Anastasio's band, Chris Myers from Humphreys McGee, and we have a couple of very special guests with us. Dig that. Jay White on the bass, and one of the greatest guitar players on the planet, Mr. Robin Ford. And this is going to be on August 6th, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And you can check it out. This is on jambase.com. And we're calling this Music with 5 Questions. And so we hope you'll check it out. Let's see. Let me see if there's a link here. I'm not sure if there's a link here or not. Oh, let's click that and see what happens. Oh, look at that. It's us. That's a picture that Michael took also. And it's a pretty good picture of all of us. I like that. And so, oh yeah, you can get tickets right there. instrumentheadlive.com. And you can check it out. And there's other shows coming up also. So I hope you'll check this out and support some music. And so anyhow, I'm going to jump into this this tune with Sori. There's a couple of tunes that I want to play. And this was from a gig that we did at Third and Lindsley here in Nashville. Third and Lindsley is a wonderful club. I also did a live record there with Dave Liebman, the music of Miles Davis, called On the Corner, with Victor Wooten, Chester Thompson, Chris Walters, and James Da Silva on guitar. And so this actually features two of those same folks, Chris Walters on keyboards, Chester Thompson on drums, Sori Diabati on balafone and vocals, David Williford and myself on saxes and flutes, the great Chester Thompson on drums from Weather Report, Frank Zappa and Genesis, Phil Collins, Agatha Mubembe on vocals, and I think she was doing some percussion also, Zaya Mutu on vocals and some percussion, I think, Roy Futureman Wooten on percussion, and I think wave drum, and the great Greg Bryant on the bass. Greg has an awesome radio show that you can check out also. Greg, if you're on here, go ahead and punch that in so folks can listen to you on the radio, the Radidio, up there in New York City. So without further ado, I'm going to play this for you. I don't even know the name of this tune, so Windship, I don't know if you're checking this out, but if you are, please put in the name of what this tune is. All right. And by the way, that instrumentheadlive.com link is up in the comments. And hey, Craig Spencer, happy birthday, fellow Leo. Indeed, yours was Tuesday. Right on, right on. And Jim Laughlin, your birthday's August 2nd. Happy birthday, coming up. And so yeah, all right, here we go with Sori Diabati. I have no idea what this tune is called, but I think you're going to dig it. It's pretty cool. Feel free to dance also. That's the balafone. And David is playing tenor. Friday night dance party.
Tu m'entends là-bas, oui, non. Rendez-vous donné, tu m'entends là-bas. Anute ya gorogo, numanya umeta nama. Ma chérie, numanya huita nama. Rendez-vous donné, tu m'entends là-bas, oui, non. Rendez-vous donné, tu m'entends là-bas.
So happy.
Rendez-vous donné, tu m'entends là-bas, oui, non. Rendez-vous donné, tu m'entends là-bas. Anute ya gorogo, numanya umeta nama. Daina yo, numanya huita nama. Rendez-vous donné, tu m'entends là-bas, oui, non. Rendez-vous donné, tu m'entends là-bas.
David Williford on the tenor saxophone. Yeah, go on, David. Sori's name up there, you guys can check it out.
butonne timata lava wino rande butonne timata lava anute ya morogo man mama mashayo munya winta namba rande butonne timata lava wino rande butonne timata lava je oh oh oh
Goes into this lullaby section. This is so beautiful. Ah. man, I couldn't help it. I had to start playing. I was overcome. Man, it's such a beautiful sound. It is such a beautiful sound. Sori Diabati on the African balafone. And I have one more track from that night that I'm going to play you also, and we'll probably go out after this. But Sori lives over in Lyon, France, and I met him through a good friend, Winship Boyd. She lives here in town. She's an incredible, incredible dancer and choreographer. And she is an activist here in town also. And she is very involved with local politics. Thank you, Winship, for that. I hope you all will remember to get out and vote. It's very important, maybe more important than it's ever been. But local politics is a big part of that as well, all the way up through national politics. So I would encourage you all to get out there and vote. In Tennessee, tomorrow is the last day for early voting. I will definitely be at my voting station tomorrow, and I hope you all will do the same. So let me look at a couple of questions here before I play the last tune. One of the questions, is there a program that records an instrument and can turn it into sheet music? Yes, as long as you're playing MIDI. Like you can play a keyboard or a MIDI instrument, and MIDI will read that digitally, and it can print out sheet music. It's not always foolproof, but there is a way to do that. I can't do it with my instruments because they're all analog. Let's see. Anna Thornton, what are your thoughts about high school bands and colleges and college bands this fall season? So much to consider. I know PSU has implemented a plan, but they're not sure yet if their plan will even be implemented. Awesome playing, by the way. Well, thank you, by the way, Anna. Well, you know, I teach at Vanderbilt University, and I've been there this will be my 6th year teaching there. And the options that we have are to continue to teach on Zoom privately or to go in. My inclination at this point is that I will not be going in physically. There's still too many unknowns with the aerosol transmission of COVID-19, and especially on an instrument like the flute, that travels a long way. I do know that the flute professor at Vanderbilt, Molly Barth, was just at a seminar today talking about aerosols and instruments. So I'm going to find out a lot more from her in the next day or two, I hope. But, you know, I don't know, man. You're asking 18 to 23-year-olds to like chill and not hang out together when they haven't seen each other for 8 months. So it's going to be tough, man. I mean, they're little petri dishes anyway, and I love them to death, but they maybe are not the most hygienic people in the world sometimes. But I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm not sure I'm optimistic, but I'm hopeful. Is that maybe a oxymoron? I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. You know, I know that there's a lot of schools that are you know, giving the option, and so I don't know. Hey, Lauren from New Hampshire. My mom's from New Hampshire also. Hey, Mom, if you're on there. And I miss New Hampshire and Maine this time of year in particular, because Nashville is sort of in a bowl and it's very hot, very humid. It's not even so hot. It's just humidity is at like 91%, and that's an A in humid. You know, that's the grade of an A. All right, let's see. Let me see if there's another question here. Sure. What pedals and effects am I using? Well, in Pro Tools, I was just using like a flanger and kind of a wah-wah effect, like an envelope filter. And in my rack on stage, I have an envelope filter, a Qtron envelope filter. I've got a delay pedal. I've got a Digitech whammy pedal, which gives me a harmonizer. And I think that's it. I think that's all the pedals that I'm using these days. But I love using pedals. I've got a whole box full of pedals downstairs in my garage that I don't use very much. Part of it is latency. You know, when you play into something it takes a moment before it actually sounds. And so I have to be sure that whatever I'm using, that it sounds with me, not after me. So that's an important aspect as well. Let's see, from Don Harris, I'm watching you breathing as you play. That would be true. What kind of tongue action, if any, occurs in playing the saxophone? Yeah. There's a lot of tongue action when playing the saxophone. It's articulation. And so if you close your eyes and you talk and you think about all the different stuff that's going on in your mouth as you talk, articulation-wise, that's kind of the same stuff that's going on the saxophone. So we have to coordinate our breath, our articulation, our airspeed, our air velocity also, which carries the dynamics, it carries the emotion of the piece. And so yeah, it's just like having a conversation. It's the same exact fundamentals, and we do it the same way also with breath and with articulation, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's a lot of articulation going on. Gabby Murray, if you could only bring one instrument to a deserted island, what would you bring and why? I would bring my boat, unless I already had my boat, and I would consider that an instrument so I could leave. But a deserted island kind of sounds... I feel like I'm on a deserted island with my wife being at home, which is actually really nice. It's great to spend time with her. And but a real deserted island, if I had to bring one instrument, let's see, it would not be a saxophone, and I'll tell you why. Because you can't find reeds. It would have to be an instrument, probably a flute, maybe a wood flute, and I'd make sure I bring a jackknife also so that I could make another wood flute out of bamboo. So probably a flute. Good question, though. Tom Longwell. Sorry, Tom. Tom Longwell. If you weren't a professional musician, what would you do for a living? Well, if I could have my druthers, I would say that I would probably be a professional photographer if I could make a living doing that. I love photography, especially macro photography is really stunning to me. And yeah, I just got a new tripod in the mail the other day I'm very excited about using. So yeah, photographer. Boom, photographer. Wayne M. White. Is there any new music in the works for DMB during this off time? No, not that I know of. I haven't heard of any. I know there's a lot of new music for me in the works right now. I'm in the middle of about 25 different tunes. And the stuff, the new gurus that I've been working on. And yeah, a lot of new music in the works for me. I'm writing all the time up here. So I'm having a good time with that. And Ben Sheely, if we're pronouncing that right, Ben. What kind of saxophone do you like playing the most? Soprano, alto, tenor, bari, and why? Greetings from Maryland. Hey, Maryland. Yes, up there in the Northeast. I would say the tenor saxophone, closely followed by the soprano. And for me, I think I've mentioned this before, that the tenor is very close to the human voice, the male voice. And it just resonates me. It's just got a warm tone to it. And I feel like I can manipulate it, you know, with the breath and with the way that I play. It's got a good range, you know, within the ensemble. And it works well with both male and female vocalists, which is another part of it. So yeah, I have to say the tenor sax. I love it. And I play all Yamaha instruments. It's a Yamaha 82Z, and with no lacquer on the tenor. I'll show it to you. It's a Yamaha 82Z. You can see there's no lacquer anywhere on the horn. And for the gearheads out there, I'm playing a neck from the Boston Sax Shop. It's called a Heritage neck. It's double silver plated. And my mouthpiece is a D'Addario Select Jazz tenor mouthpiece. My ligature, which is really beautiful. I'm not sure if you can see this or not. But this is also from the Boston Sax Shop. It is silver plated. And Jack took some kind of Dremel tool and put it in here. And kind of tweaked it. It's got this really cool, it's not a shiny finish anymore. And it's beautiful. And I'm playing Wreaths from the Boston Sax Shop, which is bostonsaxshop.com if you want to check it out. It's an awesome place. And so, yeah, that's kind of the gear part of it, and what I play, and but I love the tenor. It's a fantastic instrument, and I just absolutely love it. So, all right, let's see if there's any more questions here. No more questions. Excellent. My job is well done, I must say. So I'm going to play. What changes with lacquer? The tone of the instrument, Emily. Yeah, Emily, it does change the tone of the instrument slightly, actually. I think it tightens up the sound a little bit, and for me, not in such a good way. I want the sound to have as much character as possible and to be as malleable as possible. And so that's why I've had all the lacquer taken off my horns, except for my baritone, which still has the lacquer on it. But I'm hearing that Yamaha might be making a baritone sans lacquer. Without lacquer, so we'll see about that. And Doug Cormier, no, I don't think I have any of my old saxes anymore. Pretty sure I don't. But thanks for tuning in again, Doug. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to play this other Sori Diabati tune, and it's about 8 minutes long, so we're going to go over the hour just a little bit here, but I appreciate y'all checking it out. Check out itastudiostreams.com if you want to donate directly to Nashville area musicians. There's a PayPal link on there. 100% of that money goes to local musicians. I take nothing, zero, zilch. And please check out Instrument Head Live, coming up with myself, Jennifer Hartswick from Trey Anastasio's band, Chris Myers on the drums from Humphreys McGee, the great Jay White on bass, and the one and only, the legendary Robin Ford on guitar. That's August 6th, the day after my birthday. Come celebrate my birthday with us. And Instrument Head Live. Tickets are $15. I think it's 7 o'clock Central. We do a whole set of music. Jennifer Hartswick is singing, playing trumpet. It's really, really well done. A whole video thing with professional recorded video and professionally recorded audio. InstrumentHeadLive.com. And while I'm at it, I'm plugging one more gig that I've got coming up at Rudy's Jazz Room on the 21st of August with the Jazz Bandits. As you can see, myself, Jonathan Wires, and Jordan Perlson, and we've been getting together and working on some new music for you. So I hope you'll tune into that also. And that is August 21st. Easy for me to say. August 21st from 7 to 8 p.m. Rudy'sJazzRoom.com, and I'll be putting more up about that on Facebook as well. So I do hope you'll check that out. So this next tune, again, is another Sori Diabati tune, and I have no idea what the name of this is either, but this has got a beautiful balafone solo at the beginning that I do hope you enjoy. Here you go. The mallets that he's playing with have rubber on the ends of them, so they come off. There's a little bounce, but not a tremendous bounce. Yeah, go on now, Sori. You're a bad man. It's like I see Tom and Jerry like running around the piano, you know, chasing each other around. I heard Future Man back there. Heard Greg Bryant also. I love when musicians talk to each other during the gig. Myself on the saxophones and flutes, Agatha Ubembe on vocals and percussion, Zaya Mutu on vocals and percussion, and this is the great Sori Diabati on the African balafon. Holy smokes, man. dance on the beach, buddy. Sori goes to djembe. Sori Diabati, y'all. Man, what an amazing talent. Such an amazing talent. All right. Well, this brings us to a close this evening, everybody. And I want to thank you so much for hanging out and for spending your time. I will be back next Friday. And I hope you guys will come back and spend some more time with me. And every Friday at 7 o'clock Central Time. And who knows what'll be happening next week. I'll have some more music for you for sure. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. It's going to be good. At least I hope it's going to be good. And once again, I want to remind you, Jennifer Hartswick, Chris Myers, and myself, August 6th, the day after my birthday. Come help celebrate it. InstrumentHeadLive.com. And, wow, what happened to the color there? Went all blue. Wow, all right. Anyhow, August 6th, Hartswick, Coffin, and Myers. InstrumentHead.com. Check out the article on jam bass. And I hope to see you there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have Robin Ford on guitar with us. The great, amazing Robin Ford played with Miles Davis and so many other incredible musicians along the way. And the one and only Jay White on the bass as well. So I hope you check that out. And then August 21st at Rudy's Jazz Room, rudysjazzroom.com. Come check out the Jazz Bandits. Myself, Jonathan Wires, and Jordan Perlson on the drums. John Wires on the bass. And so anyways, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And see if I can find that that picture of Neo-Wise for you. And we'll go out on that tonight. All right. I'll take you back to space from whence we came. Again, if anybody's interested, I'm going to be selling this photo on metal. I'm going to print it on metal. If you're interested, you know, direct message me or email me from my website or something, jeffcoffin.com. All right. Thanks, y'all. Hope everybody has an awesome night. Take good care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll see you soon. Peace.